Join the movement. Listen to BF Nkrumah break down the harsh realities of street life, overcoming self-hate, and moving beyond past regrets. Watch the full ad-free reasoning now, only on www.inevernewtv.com premium.
Can you talk about a lot of brothers when it's time to be released, scared to be released, and rather stay inside? I don't think people understand that psychology.
If you're not somebody who's in jail getting beat up, jail is easy. It's no pressure. It's absolutely no pressure. Like if you are at least cool with people and you can go throughout your day and nobody's bothering you, you ain't got to pay, you ain't gonna worry about no bill, you ain't gonna worry about taking care of it's no pressure. And you ain't gonna worry about feeding yourself, like nothing. Everything is there and provided for you. So when people are coming home, they know that, all right, when I get home, it's a whole lot. I got to take care of me. And depending on how long you've been in there, you don't even remember, how to do it. You get so institutionalized. What's crazy is when I was younger, I used to hear people talk about being institutionalized. And I was like, come on, man, if I go to jail, I ain't going to, man. I remember the day I got released, man.
How long was your stretch?
I never got found guilty. I was charged with some heinous stuff, but I was down the county just fighting my case until I eventually beat it. And so I'm down to court, and so the witnesses stopped coming, to court. So I just had to keep coming until they finally throw it out because the witnesses wouldn't be there. So I'm down, and they called my name, and I hear them say discharged. I'm like, nah, they ain't talking about me. I'm like, yo, come on, man. I'm ready to go back to the jail, man. I'm ready to go back to the jail. He's like, nah, you discharged. I'm like, they cut the joint off my arm. You're free to go. And because normally they take you back to the jail and release you from the jail, but they let me go from court. And the first thing I thought was, damn, I at least wanted to go back to the jail. And then once I had that thought, I said, what the hell is wrong with you? Why you want to go back? Why would you want to go back to the jail, man? And I lived in South Philly, so I ran home from CJC, man. I just ran home, man. But the pressure, man, just coming back to the streets and just being so used to this everyday routine in the jail, man, everything creates a loop that you are in. And until you intentionally move something out of that loop, it's like, so now how does this jail loop that I have in my mind of my identity, how does that fit in the world? I needed a whole new loop, and I don't even know how to create that. And that's why a lot of guys come home and go right back to doing what they were doing before. Well, I know how to get back into that loop, and so sometimes I guess it's just a fear of having to have all of these responsibilities back on your head again.
And it's also pretty hard if you don't have a support system.
Yes.
And depending what jurisdiction you're in, I'm not sure if it's in every state, but a lot of times you have to pay back a certain percentage for the time that you made. And it's like they give you a time frame to get employment, and they give you a time frame to make the payment, but it's kind of not realistic when you come out, and you don't have a good support system or you're not a part of a program.
Yeah, and so that's a struggle. So the question is, like, day one you get released, what do you do? Especially if you don't have a support system, where are you going? Some people can't even come home like early because they don't have no housing plan.
Facts.
So they got to do all of their time, and then once they do all of their time, they just come home to nothing, and they got to figure something out. And so that's a very stressful place to be if you don't have nowhere to go.
And nowhere to go, and a lot of brothers end up homeless.
Yeah. So that's the struggle. Like, what do I do? But not even just coming out of jail. I think that's a big struggle that a lot of black men face just in general. Like, what do I do? And that's what I'm saying. So many of us are just in survival mode. And in that survival mode, you just figuring out what I can do right now. How can I make a quick buck? Where can I sleep at the night? And nobody's really thinking about a week from now, 2 weeks from now, 5 years from now. It's just I'm trying to survive. I'm trying to survive this day and figure out every day how to survive the next day. And that's why we need so many people that can, reach back and show people something different, man, and take them to new places. I just took one one of my friends, he tap dances, man. He just did a show. My man Khalil, his show called 1 Pound 4 Ounces, man. Very powerful, man. Telling his story. But my friend that I took with me, super inspired him. Like, yo, man. I mean, he tap dancing. I mean? It's like open his mind. He's like, man, I feel like I want to do a show, man. I want to tell my story, And so just like that, open up his mind, expose. All I do is take him somewhere and expose him to something new, and boom,